Hey guys, this is Bilal Khan and you are watching Simplified Coding. In the first two videos of this series, we learned about user registration and user login. And in this video, we will see how we update the user information in the Firebase console. So in the last video, if you remember, we have created this profile activity. And in the last video, it was blank. And I have designed it to save time in this video. So I have already designed it. We have an image view here, then an edit text, then a button. And this is a text view to display some information. And all these are inside a vertical linear layout. So the layout is very simple. You can create it. You see we have text view, then image view, edit text, and then button. So you can create it. Then from this activity, we will get the user information like profile, image, and the display name, and we will save it to the Firebase console. So I have done little changes in the profile activity. I have created this image view object, initialized it, and I have added the listener. So these are the basic stuff. So I have already done it to save some time in this video. So now the first thing we need is image chooser. So when the user will tap on this image icon, this camera icon, then image chooser will open, and from there user will select his image that he want to set for his profile. So let's create a method first. We will create private void show image chooser. Now inside this method we will create an intent. So to create a file chooser, we create an intent. So we have this intent. Then we will set the type of the intent to image. So here we will write image /*. So we have type as image. Then we will set the action as get content, as we need to get the content. That's it. Then we will call start activity for result method, start activity for result, and inside this method we will create a intent dot create chooser. We will call intent dot create chooser to create a file chooser, and in the first parameter of this create chooser method we will pass the intent that we created. The second parameter is the title that we want to display for the chooser. So here we will write select profile image or any message that you want. Now the second parameter for this start activity for result is the request code. So here we can pass any constant. So let's say it is pick or choose image. Now we will create a constant private static final and choose image, and we can give it any value. So I have given 101. That's it. Now we will call this method inside this on click. So when we will tap on the camera icon, which is this image view, we will open this image chooser, and the user can choose an image to save it as his profile image. So let's call it here. That's it. Now the second thing we need is we need to get the image from this image chooser. And to do this, we need to override a method called onActivityResult. So to override this method, just right click, go to generate, then override methods, and then select here onActivityResult and select this method and hit OK. So we have this onActivityResult. Now we will check if this request code is equals to this choose image code. That means the method is for this, method is called for this show image chooser action. So from this method we will get the, inside this method we will get the selected image. So here we will write if request code equals to choose image and result code equals to result okay. That means the result that we got is okay. And one more thing we will check is this data should not be null. So we'll write data not equals to null, and we will add one more condition, which is data dot get data is also not null. That means we have our image here. Now here we will get the data from this intent. So we will write I have written request code here as well. It should be result code. That's it. So request code, result code, data, and data dot get data. Now here we will get the image. So we'll write data dot get data, and this method returns a URI to the image, and we will store this URI in a URI object. So here we will write URI profile image, and then we will store the URI inside this URI profile image object. That's it. Now from this URI profile image we can get the selected image and we can display it to the image view. So to do this we will create a bitmap object, and then media store dot images dot media, and then we will call the get bitmap method, and it takes first parameter as get as a content resolver. So we can pass get content resolver, and the second parameter is the URI object. So we have this URI, so we will write URI profile image. That's it. Now this method can generate an exception, and that is why we need to wrap it inside try and catch block. And you can easily do it by pressing Alt Enter and then select surround with try catch. That's it. Now we can use this bitmap to set as the image for the image view. So we can write image view dot set image bitmap, and we can pass the bitmap object. That's it. Now we have the we have the image, but we cannot save a local image to as a profile image for Firebase user. So what to do now? So I will upload this image, the selected image, to Firebase Storage. So now we will upload this image to Firebase Storage, but before uploading the image we will test this code. So let's test the application, guys. Click on play and select a device. So we have our application. Now let's try login in with the email that I registered in the last video. So it was probilalkhan@gmail.com, and the password was 123456. Now let's try login in. So click on login. We have this profile screen. Now let's tap on camera We have the image chooser. Let's pick this image. So we are seeing the selected image in the profile image area. Now we will enter our display name here, and then we will click on the save button to save the profile information. So let's do it. So the first thing we want to upload the selected image to Firebase Storage. And to do this, we need to integrate Firebase Storage as well. So go to Tools and select Firebase. Now from here, select Storage and click Upload and Download, then connect to Firebase, which is already connected. Then add cloud storage to your application. So accept the changes. So the Firebase storage is added. Now here, after selecting the image, we will call a method upload image. Oops, we are getting some error, and it is because of the version mismatch. So I have updated my studio to Android 3.0, and maybe this is the problem. Last time when we added the Firebase Auth, it was 10.0.1, and now we added Firebase Storage. So I can't find storage, so search for it. So Firebase Storage version is 11.0.4. So this is a version mismatch. That is why we are getting the error. So let's make the version same as this Firebase Auth. So this is very important. Just make sure you are using the same version for your, you should be using the same version for all the Firebase Auth and Google services. So it is good now. Now let's call a method upload image to Firebase Storage. That's it. Now we will create this method, and inside this method we will upload the selected image to Firebase Storage. And uploading images to Firebase Storage is extremely easy. First we need to create a storage reference. So we have the storage reference. Let's name it profile image reference, and you can name it anything. Then we will, so here we will write Firebase storage dot get instance dot get reference, and inside this reference method we will pass the path where we want to put our image. So here I will write profile pics slash, and I will add a unique name here, and I will use it as system dot current time millis, and then I will add an extension dot jpg here. So we have an storage reference here. So we have our storage reference, and inside this reference we will put our file. So we can simply write here if file path, or it is actually URI profile image. So write URI profile image is not equals to null. So if it is not null, we will put it inside our Firebase storage reference. So write profile image ref dot put file, and we will pass the URI. That's it. And we can add an on complete listener to detect the completion. So we have this on complete listener. Let's implement the methods as well. Now this method will be executed after the completion of this put file method. And here from this task object we can check if the task is successful or not. So if task is successful, that means the image is uploaded to Firebase Storage. So let's test it. But before testing, I would like to do one thing. I will add a progress bar inside this image view. So what we can do here, I will cut this image view. I will put a relative layout here. So let's make it match parent wrap content and put the image view inside. And then it would be center where horizontal is true to make it on the center. Now we don't need this layout gravity. And here I will put a progress bar. So it is center vertical true and center horizontal true. That's it. Now we will give an ID to this progress bar. Now we will display this progress bar while our image is uploading. So initially we will make the visibility of this progress bar as gone. Now come back to your profile activity, and here we will define a progress bar. So let's write a progress bar here, progress bar, and we will get the progress bar, and we don't need to typecast now. So clean up code. So we have progress bar equals to progress bar. Oops, we don't need to typecast. Find me by id r.id.progress bar. So we have this progress bar. Now when the upload is started, we will display the progress bar. Set visibility visible. And when the upload is finished or the task is completed, we will hide the progress bar. That's it. Now when the task is successful, we can get the download URL of the image. So we can write here this task snapshot object. So we'll write task dot get download URL. Oops, we don't have any method like download URL. Actually, I have implemented the wrong method here. We need to implement an on success listener here instead of on complete listener. So here we will write add on success listener, and here we will pass a success listener. That's it. Now again implement the methods, and you can also add a failure listener. So add on failure listener to handle the errors, but for now I'm not handling any errors here. So we have on success listener and on failure listener. So in both the methods we will hide our progress bar. So set visibility as gone. Now put the same inside success as well. And here if the task is successful, which is if we come inside this method, so here we will get the download URL of the image that is uploaded. So here we can write string download, or we can simply create a global variable here, instance variable, string profile image URL. So let's write here profile image URL equals to task snapshot, this task snapshot object dot get download URL dot to string. Now we have the download URL, and we will use this URL as the user information. So Inside on failure listener, display a toast so that we can get the error if any. So here we can write profile activity dot this, then e dot get message and the length of the toast. So we have this toast. Now on pressing this save button, we will save the user information. So here we will write save user information. So create this method as well. Create this inside profile activity. Now we also need a Firebase Auth object here. Initialize this auth. That's it. Now here we will save the information. So we have the image URL and we will take the display name from the edit text. So we have edit text dot get text dot toString. Now we will check if the name is empty. We will set the error as name required. We will request the focus and we will stop the further execution. If the name is entered, we will use it for the user information. So first we will get the current user from the Firebase Auth. So we'll write Firebase user equals to mauth dot get current user. Now if the user is not null, we will save the user information to Firebase. So to do this, we will create a user profile change request object. New user profile change request dot builder. So we have this builder object. Now here we will call set display name as the name that we got from the edit text. So we will write display name. Then we will call set photo URI, and here we will write URI dot parse and we will pass our profile image URL. Now here we will add one more condition, and profile image URL is also not null. That's it. And finally we will call the build method. That's it. Now we will call the method user dot update profile and we will pass this user profile change request object, which is profile, and here we can add an on complete listener, and inside this we can check if task is successful. Then we can display a toast. Let's say this, not this, profile activity dot this and profile updated and length and show. That's it. So I guess it should work. It has some limitations, but we will remove these in further videos. So let's check it for now. I have given the wrong ID for progress bar. It is small b. So let's change it. Now it should work. So we have this bug as well. Every time the application opens, it is asking for login. So we will remove it, but let's test now. So I will put my email, which is probilalkhan@gmail.com, and then the password 123456. Let's log in. Now let's select an image. Oops, we are getting an error. So I got the problem, guys. It was because we need to go to our Firebase project in Firebase console, and we need to select the storage here, And when the first time you will select the storage, it will ask you to click on a button. Okay, got it. And after you click on this button, the storage is enabled, and after that only you can use storage. So this was the problem. Now let's test it. So we will choose an image. So let's choose this one. Image is uploaded. Now we will put a name. Let's say Bilal Khan. And then we will save on this button. So we got the toast profile updated. So we have our profile updated in Firebase. So this is how we update the profile information in Firebase, and this video is already very long, so I am stopping this here. And in the next video we will sort out the bugs that we have. The bug is that it is asking for login every time when we are opening the application. So if we are logged in, it should directly open the profile screen. So we will do these things in the next video. So that's it for this video, guys. And if you're having any confusions, queries or questions, please leave your comments. And if you found this video helpful, please hit on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and you can also download the Simplified Coding app from the Play Store. Go to Play Store, search Simplified Coding, and this is the app. So it is 100 downloads, so please download it and leave a review if you don't mind. And you can get all the updates of my channel and my website in this application. So please download it, guys, and I will meet you in the next video. Thanks for watching.